This is Channels Television's breaking news.
The more ab workouts you do, the stronger your abs will be. Okay, so for the love of God, is that how you even start a sentence? I don't know. Anyway, so my setup for my camera and my light is very precarious right now. I'm a broke bitch, okay? I'm working with what I have. Everything's slowly breaking and we're just gonna keep it on. I never know how to start a video, so that's fun. Hello, honey buns. Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be doing a little Lilly Sabri follow-up. For those of you who don't know, I did a Lilly Sabri, what did I call it? A month and a half ago, I did a little review and results video for Lilly Sabri's 5-minute 2-week shred. Today, we're going to get into some at-home fitness stuff. The past 2 weeks, I did one of Lilly Sabri's 5-minute-a-day ab routines, and now I wanted to do a follow-up. I did her 15-minute 2-week shred recently-ish.
And let's get started with day one together. I'm so proud of you. You've taken the first step. Let's do this.
I did that, and I wanted to kind of talk about not only the differences in my results, which I'll get to in a second, but also, you know, is it worth doing 5 minutes versus 15? And we're just gonna chit chat about fitness. What I do want to say is that this video will be based less on my personal results and more just on my opinions of the two videos. Right after I finished the 2-week 15-minute shred challenge, the day after or so, I got the stomach flu. For like the next 3 days, I didn't really eat much, or I couldn't hold food down. We don't need to get super into details. I feel like my results were very skewed. You lose a lot of weight when you're not eating food. I didn't want to just like show you guys my deflated, malnourished body and be like,
yeah, this is totally from 2-week shred and not just the fact that I couldn't eat for the past 3 days.
Let's get into the video. In my first video, I kind of went into how you shouldn't really be expecting too much of yourself. Abs aren't necessarily about the actual strength of your abs, and it's more, a lot of it has to do with just the level of body fat you have over them. And people with lower percentage body fat will show their abs a lot more than people with higher percentages of body fat. That's just science. When it comes to the actual video, it is a 15-minute video workout. It's the same idea as the 5-minute one, except it's a 15-minute workout. When it comes to the 5-minute workout video, I definitely was actually pleasantly surprised. I didn't feel like I had the strongest abs or whatever, but I definitely felt like the results were surprising. Like, they were better than I expected. The 15-minute one, I actually think I liked it a little bit better. She has like a 10-second interval between each move, and so that's more of the HIIT or high intensity interval training. I really like that because it technically is hitting you harder, and also, I mean, again, the video is 15 minutes compared to 5 minutes, so you are technically getting a longer workout. And I do think when it comes to short bursts of working out, you do want to integrate intervals. It is 15 minutes versus 5, and while I do think that the 5-minute video is excellent if you want to start out, I do think the 15-minute one is definitely a nice step up. In the corner of the video, she had alternate versions of each move, not every move, but a lot of the moves she did, she had alternate versions for them in case you needed something a little easier, because obviously, like, everyone is at a different pace. I really like that she incorporates modifications, because I do think that while it's good to have all of these moves to learn and to aspire to, if you're not there yet, I don't think you should be pushing yourself to do something that your body's not comfortable with. So modifications are important, and I really do encourage people who are working out to really take modifications seriously, and if you feel like you need them, incorporate them. That's something that I do. Even in this video, at one point when we're doing the side planks, I do on one arm, I do a straight arm plank, and on the other, I do a bent arm plank, and technically she says in the video to do a straight arm plank, but I do have to take that modification for myself. My wrist on my left hand is a lot weaker, and it is more prone to injury, so a lot of the time, if I really don't have to be on my wrist or put any pressure, especially in a move where you're only on one wrist instead of both of them, I will modify it to be on my elbow. You really have to kind of take charge for yourself for every workout video that you do and realize like when to modify for yourself, even if the video doesn't tell you to, because obviously she isn't accounting for everyone's particular body type and the uniquenesses that everyone has. I myself have a very asymmetrical body in a lot of ways. A lot of the time when I'm working out, I do a little bit of modifications on each side. I'm not a personal trainer, so I can't really do this for myself, but I have heard of trainers who, if they notice you're kind of lopsided or uneven, they'll like make you train to even yourself out. And so I should probably incorporate that when it comes to like doing side planks, and I should keep them consistent. But unfortunately, on one side, on my left hand side, I do have a really weak wrist, and then on my right hand side, if I ever do a side plank with a bent arm, my elbow gets really fucked up. So like It's one of those things where I feel like I'm never gonna win just for those specific moves, so you just really gotta go with what makes your body feel the best. Another thing I do want to touch on is because, again, this video is 15 minutes versus 5 minutes, there were more results, not necessarily in the physical results that you can see, but I did feel a lot stronger by the end of it, especially in my side planks. Keep in mind that this was after doing the 5-minute 2-week shred and then later the 15-minute 2-week shred, so I have been strengthening my abs over the course of the quarantine. The more ab workouts you do, the stronger your abs will be. I don't have a 6-pack abs, especially not right now after a week of food poisoning. For especially people who have scoliosis, it does matter to have your back and your abs strengthened. I know a lot of the time abs are a little superficial. If you go to the gym and you lift weights or do all sorts of stuff, your abs are always, it's the center of your body. They're always going to be targeted. The workouts in this video, I feel like were also a little more fun. The 5-minute one, I mean, you only have 5 minutes, so you can only incorporate so much. I was surprisingly, like, not that it matters, but I was entertained. I was feeling stimulated every time, like the whole time that I was working out, and I think that is important because if someone's not feeling the workout, like they're not gonna be putting their best effort into it. I enjoyed them and I feel like they were targeting a lot of different areas of my abdominals, so that was pretty awesome. There is one move at the end, the last move, it's how many sit-ups you can do in 50 seconds. If we're being real, one thing I do know and one thing I've learned from my history of having a personal trainer, I do remember them mentioning that sit-ups and crunches are like the least effective way to work out your abs if you're gonna actually work out your abs. Every time she would say, like, see how many crunches you can do and like see if it gets better. I just like chose another ab workout to do and ignored the crunches thing, and I would suggest that if it was you too. And a lot of time I just did side crunches where you like reached your ankle with your feet. No, side crunches where you reach to your ankle with your hand, like, and you go back and forth. I just kind of did those because I really enjoy targeting my obliques. I didn't want to just waste 50 seconds on crunches, no offense, like that one move. I mean, I get that she's trying to be like, oh, by the end you'll be able to do like 10 more crunches than you were before. I just was like, no. Yeah, so I was already starting for day one. When I started, my abs were already kind of pretty visible, looking pretty good. I'd been doing them a lot. Yeah, so the physicality, like the literal, like someone, if you looked at my abs, I don't know if you'd see a huge difference between the 2 weeks. As I was saying, this is from right before I started day one. In this video, I was trying to show that depending on how you hold yourself or your posture or the angles that you take pictures or videos, your abs will look different. This is right before day one, and even posing and sucking in, you can see that my abs do look different in certain poses. And then this is right after I did day one, and I was kind of trying to show the same idea that number one, your abs do puff out right after any ab workout, and number two, depending on what poses you're doing, your abs will be more prominent, and knowing your angles will help for taking photos for results. Hello my homies! So this is right after day 7, aka halfway through this 2-week shred, and as you can see, again, since I literally just worked out, they're definitely extra puffy. Let me try to like not have the wire in the way, but one sec. Depending on the way I stand, you can also see how they make my abs look a lot different. Part of it is definitely knowing your angles and learning how to accentuate your abs for photos and such. This is after the 14-day shred. As you can see, my abs are looking flat. And again, I'm trying to show you how angles and poses definitely make a difference in how your abs do appear. Also, I be definitely about to, this is right before I got sick, so bear with that, keep that in mind. That definitely skewed my results. All of this to basically say, yeah, 15 minutes is gonna give you better results. I do think that if you're a beginner, you should start with the 5 because the 5 minutes is a really good workout still. If you don't have that much time, still do the 5-minute workout. But if you're wanting to like up your game, I actually think that the 15-minute one not only is, you know, it's only 10 extra minutes, but you will actually feel a lot stronger. But again, just do whatever the frick you want. Yeah, so that's basically my follow-up to the last video I did about Lilly Sabri. Next, I want to try her 5-minute 2-week booty shred thing. I'm gonna try that next, so keep your eyes out for that video. That'll be coming soon-ish, at least in the next 2-ish weeks. You know, I gotta do it. What I really want to reiterate is that fitness should always be about personal choices and you feeling comfortable in yourself, and also modifying workout videos to fit your physicality. Oh! Happy Juneteenth. I hope this video is coming out before it, but happy Juneteenth, number one, and number two, happy summer. Summer is about to start. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you have a wonderful day.